So this is Hive moderation. It detects AI and deepfake imagery and videos. I was convinced that this Blue Origin video was fake, so I put it through Hive moderation, and look what we get, 82%. Wow. Wow.
You know what I saw when they landed? Spin it. I spin it. You know the number of the beast is 6. You know who they're working for. That guy right there. Pow. Right there. The same little things right there going out of his head.
People are starting to think that the Katy Perry space mission was all staged, specifically due to the capsule that they landed in not looking legit. And they also had opened the door and then closed the door just to open it again, just to get the shot. And as much as we all want to believe that she had an actual space mission, something about this seems a little fishy. So as you can see, they have all the camera crews here ready to get the shot. And this dude's here waiting for the moment that he gets to open the door for them to re-enter into Earth's atmosphere. And people are saying the door looks pretty sketchy. And this moment kind of reminds us of the astronauts that were trapped in space when they returned back to Earth. People speculated that something looked fishy about that return, and people got a lot to say about this moment as well. I think my favorite comment has to be the greatest show on Earth. As you can see by these comments, people think the whole thing is scripted, that it's fake, and because with the advancements in AI and CGI technology, it's really hard to believe anything we see or hear nowadays.
Did you know that this actually proves that the Earth is not moving and that it's enclosed? Doesn't prove that it's flat, but definitely that it's not moving. Let me explain. First of all, I'm glad that they made it back. I never desire any harm to anybody, but this is where they left, Blue Origin facility. They launched, they should have landed right here in Alamos, in Mexico. Okay. I asked ChatGPT, if a rocket goes straight up from this coordinate, how much would the Earth move under it if it went up for 11 minutes? And this is what it gave me, 163 miles. The Earth is rotating, right? So this is where it should have landed. If it goes straight up, the Earth is still moving under it, moving under it, moving under it, and eventually, for 11 minutes, it'll land right there. So no physical experiment ever proved that the Earth is actually in motion. What do you guys got to say about that?
Random letters and numbers. As we all know, this isn't just a random symbol either. So unfortunately, N is the 14th number in the alphabet and S is the 19th. 14 plus 19 is 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. Did you happen to notice who all the faces are staring at too in the middle? So also, there was 4 white women that went, and there was 2 black women. 4 plus 2 is 6. And then I don't know if you noticed the 6 symbols in all the corners next to their names, but then there's a 7th symbol right here. You see this one? For some reason, there's this extra 7th symbol. It's not a star because it's much bigger than just the normal stars that are over here. It does make me just a little nervous why there's that extra symbol in there. What, did something come back? So I don't have this thing fully decoded yet or anything, but
are we really gonna sit here and say that doesn't look like a puddle of water in the sky? That don't look like a ripple of water? Check out this science experiment real quick. Look at what happens to this firework under the frozen lake. And then compare it to the rocket that Elon Musk shot up straight to the sky. This lake is only frozen in the top surface, but at the bottom the firework is still moving. As you can see, look at the explosion that happens on the left side, and look at what happens in real life. It's the same concept, it's the same thing. Nobody is gonna convince me otherwise because we have the proof. We can see it with our own 2 eyes. Or some scientist is gonna have to tell me the phenomenon that happened in real life. What's crazy is, as a collective, we've never been able to see this because a rocket has never gone that far. But look at what happens here. Come on, bro, what is that? That's not a cloud. That rocket looks like it hit a body of water, as you can see right there. We gotta start questioning everything now. We can't be deceived. When you compare these 2 videos and the different scenarios, this basically identical.
I kind of feel ripped off by this Katy Perry space mission. I really thought this team was going to be in space for a substantial amount of time, not 2 minutes.
Oh my god, did you guys see Katy Perry went to space in the flying dildo? You know, the same Katy Perry that's constantly tossing up Illuminati signs and subliminal programming in her music videos? Yeah, I'm sure she's not a part of any demonic plan. Have a look at this takeoff video. What an interesting shape it chose, eh? What an interesting shape it chose for the... It's so funny, bro. You guys got me going. Yo, let's see how this looks. This looks so real. So, look at this. Yeah. Yo, who's buying this? Please, if you're buying this, put it in the comments because we want to make fun of you. Look at this. You guys think this is real? Just shut her up in this big dildo. Did also notice something very interesting on the suit that she was wearing. Here you can see it up. That looks like the Baphomet. This is the entity that, once again, the satanic elites, the Illuminati, tossing the Illuminati eye, they worship. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Baphomet is the symbol for the Church of Satan, a figure generally associated with occultism, paganism, and Satanism. Also a symbol of the Church of Satan. I find it hilarious how they chose this shape too. It's like they can't laugh at you guys any harder. They can't put it in your face any more clear. But there's still people out there that are like, yeah, sweet, Katy Perry went to space. Thank you, Elon Musk. That's awesome. Great job, Katy Perry. You are our hero. And really, this lady is a puppet for the devil-worshipping elites. You know, sometimes when I make these videos, they gotta come from the ego, because I genuinely need to show you people how stupid you are to believe all of NASA's lies. You have to be incredibly stupid. None of it is real. This is the truth right here. This is it. This is what the truth is. You can quite literally just go outside, observe with your own eyes, and figure it out for yourself. It is not hard. Stop believing their lies. Stop being ignorant. I genuinely believe that humanity can be smarter than this. These people are not your friend. They're not your idol. They are devil worshipping and they are deceiving humanity. It's time to wake up. Real truth is found within.
Designed by exalting godless women as role models. Here is Katy Perry during the 2014 Grammy performance dressed as a witch surrounded by fire and demons. She performed on a Masonic checkerboard circle and throughout her performance used occult hand gestures. Here's a direct quote from Katy. "Sometimes I wish I could be the queen of the Illuminati, but I don't even know what it is. I just know it's bad." Oh, she knows. She knows. Jeff Bezos promotes transhumanism, AI, and global control. Katy Perry, who once grew up in a Christian home, now openly supports occult themes, LGBTQ+ agendas, and promotes sexual immorality in her content. The enemy always tries to counterfeit and distract right before God's appointed times, especially when people are reflecting on Christ's sacrifice, resurrection, and the truth. It's spiritual warfare on a global scale, disguised as entertainment and progress. The launching of this space stunt with Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos' fiancée and the other women just days before Easter is meant to shift the spotlight away from God towards false idols, promote NASA space deception and elite worship, slip in occult symbolism while people are emotionally and spiritually vulnerable. This is the occult symbolism. It's on every single one of their patches. And it's meant to influence the younger generation to follow celebrities instead of Christ. Even though Easter is a pagan holiday, most people recognize it as to what Jesus did.
Now, what about the textbook version of angels in the Bible? Giant spinning wheels.
Man, they look, they won't even hardly, to me, they wouldn't even make eye contact with anybody hardly. They're just kind of like, yeah, Does anybody not wonder why that is? I mean, am I the only one? Come on. And things like this right here, like Buzz, why did they get a star on the Hollywood Walk? I thought that was only for actors, but he's not an actor because he went to outer space, right?